Log into the desktop and make a note of all the settings like the icons in the taskbar, any specific settings on the desktop, and also the toolbars. Like in this case, the user had quick launch and the desktop. You can see here, this is the desktop. User has set it up on his taskbar, and then this is the quick launch bar. Open Windows Explorer and make a note of all the map drives. Like in this case, there are 5 map drives RSTUX. Make a note of these. Also go to the control panel and open device and printers, and make a list of the printers. We need to make sure that all the printers are available to the user after the profile migration. See, like in this case, the user has couple of printers. So this and this first two, CCH Pro System and CCH Text, these are created by the ProFX software, so we don't need to make a note of it. Then this is color printer, and this is copier. This is again Qt PDF writer. This is a software based, and then they have this another printer, and then they have this ProFX 4250. This is also the software which created it. So we need to make sure that we do have all the required information. So check the printer properties and see if it is a IP printer. So you can go to the ports and you can make a note of the IP here, just in case if we have to reinstall it. So as you can see that DHM 402 is a TCP IP printer set up on 3.141. This one is set up on 3.250. ProFX 250 is actually set up on 3.3, and then we have this copier 4345. This is set up on 3.7. So this is how we make note of the printers. Launch Outlook and make sure that you make a note of all the email accounts here. So in this case, the user only have one email account. Also make sure that you make a note of all and the favorites, and in this case the user have the default favorites folder. The user has some more favorite folders here, like deleted items, junk email, drafts, and outbox. Then also look for any add-ins. So in this case the user has one, this is called code to public folder add-in, and then PDF Exchange version 6. This is another add-in, but I think this is disabled. No, it is not. Okay, so also if we come on home toolbar, we see that there is one more plugin, and if we click on it, this is share file outlook plugin. So make a note of all these plugins. Also you can go to file and then click on options, and from the options you can go to add-ins, and then you can see the active add-ins. So as you can see here, it has in fact Evernote, which is also active, then the default ones, and then share file, time slabs. So these are all active plugins in here. So make a note of this, and also make a note of the account settings. So click on file and then click on account settings, and from there click on account settings again from the drop down. So make a note of all the accounts here, and also all the data files. So in this case the user has couple of data files. This is OST, this is a PST, and this is an archive PST. Okay, so make a note of all these. That's it. Also, because it is an Exchange server, so the autofill list will automatically move over. To migrate profile from one domain to another domain, you can use this free tool, which is from Foreign SIT downloads, and the tool that we are going to use is User Profile Wizard 3.2 Personal Edition. Once it is downloaded and installed, run the user profile wizard. Click on next. It will give you a list of the profiles that are on the local computer. Select the right profile that we want to migrate. Now give the domain name of the new domain. So here in this case it is shtc.local, and the account that we need to associate. So in this case then h, this is the new user account in the new domain. Select join domain and select set as default. Now hit next and it will ask you for the username and password, the admin username and password for the new domain. For workstations on the old domain, so that they can resolve the new domain, you have to add a conditional forwarder on the old domain. So there I created a conditional forward. So you can do that by right clicking on new conditional forward, and then put the name of the domain and the IP of the domain controller. So this is how I did it. I did put the domain name shtc.local and IP of the new domain, which is 192.168.3.154, as you can see in the taskbar. So once I do this, then the workstations will be able to resolve the domain, the new domain. So I entered the username and the password. Now I will click OK. So now it is migrating the profile to the new domain. So as you can see, this is completed. So we will now click on next and finish it. It will ask you to restart. So we are going to restart the computer now.